Listen, EU, you just shut your mouths and enjoy it, okay? It's gonna be good.
It's our time now, baby. Sit back and relax. Let NA take the wheel for just a little bit. Team Liquid, Evil Geniuses. A good barometer, I guess, to see where EG was at. I was impressed that they put up a fight with Cloud9 on yesterday, at least on the opening map. So I don't know. Curious just to see where this is at. I feel like EG is just constant like a watch of how many steps forward have they taken.
Yeah, look, there's lots of indications of teams that have showed individual prowess in this group. Obviously, Eternal Fire, I feel a little bit for them, the situation that they're in right now, being 0-2. Movistar, another team that last night played very well against Liquid, and Liquid maybe gave them a bit more than they should have. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Naf was very, very quickly spotted jumping across middle and again inside a boiler, so they put a lot of pressure onto him. He called for a Liege on a crossfire for that exact reason. Doesn't matter, Cirque gets both kills.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time for that crossfire to really spring. I think Liege might have been a little bit slow in terms of reacting, or I mean, that's a hard, quick one to react while Naf is still fighting, but they were both very committed to that battle, to that crossfire. Now it's a retake scenario. Brehze with a P250 goes down. Good shot there. Headshot onto Brehze. Hext is up next at the broken wall, peering over towards lane. Bomb just now getting planted. We've got a 3-on-3. There's no kit, there's no utility for Team Liquid.
Let's see if they can make something of it.
That's a nice gush.
Yeah, Hext. See if he can find the next shot as well as he continues to fire out from the broken wall. They're trying to get closer. He's taking some damage. Nitro's on 7. Where did that shot come from? It came from Cirque. Cirque could be on for an ace. He's got OC, so it's low HP for both Yekender and Nitro, and it should be easy cleanups for now at USP and Glock. Yekender are going to look for perfect headshots, but it's going to be a double peek, and down he goes.
Down he goes. After all, that was always going to be a tough prospect. Nicely done from EG to bust up that stack. I was very curious watching that Naf fight because I was like, why is he so committed? Why is he taking that wide of an angle where you can't actually fall back? And then obviously you see a Liege kind of come up from boiler, but it was a little late to actually spring that trap in any meaningful way. He only goes 1 for 1. Pistol round to Evil Geniuses, so good start.
To the top. Banana, that'll cover off the barrels. You were about to say something, Jason.
Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously, if you tuned in yesterday, this is the map that EG was able to contend with against Cloud9, against one of the best teams in the world. It was a 16-12 victory for Cloud9, but I think a lot of people were pleasantly surprised to see EG battling that close. Obviously, a lot of roster changes coming in. This EG team has just a lot of things swirling around it. In addition to 2 new players in Nealon and Hext, obviously, although you could argue how new they are at this point. We're also still kind of looking at the resurgence of Brehze and Cirque and that ongoing conversation just because of the level that they were at, pre-pandemic and entering into the COVID era. And we haven't quite seen them get back to it. Good opening kill provided by Nealon.
Naf trying to shoulder peek actually gave himself away. I think Brehze spotted him on the way back in, so easy does it. Yekender, though, sneaking down catwalk, excuse me. Banana will get the shot on to Hex. I'm getting a map ahead. Obviously, we have Dust 2 in this one, so yeah, he's able to get that gun for his teammates, but I don't think they're going to be going for this. Yekender has that FAMAS. Nitro looking maybe like he might get in a position for some exit kills with his Deagle, and it'll be 2-0 for EG.
Yeah, it will. That was kind of the conversation, I guess, a little bit on the desk towards the end of that, as we can kind of talk before the bomb goes off, is if you want to discuss like this win conditions for this EG roster, right? Like, I don't know where you would point to, and I think that's the hard part about kind of predicting a good performance out of EG, is that we don't really know what the win condition is at the moment. Especially if you want to have the conversation, like you have to imagine Team Liquid with kind of the new style of play that they've brought in and how effective they've looked strategically, going to be a leg up. You want to have the conversation about individual skill, and you go down the list, like who's going to be able to match guys like Liege? Who's going to be able to match guys like Yekender? I guess you'd only really point to Brehze at the moment.
Yeah, you would, and the inconsistency has been huge. I know a lot of people have certainly been hard on Cirque, critical of his performances as of late.
Sure.
I do maintain that there was a time he was brilliant, and everyone's saying, oh, well, it was back, in NRG. And
I do maintain, sir. Let the record show.
Yes, let it state, Your Honor, I hereby submit Exhibit A, NRG performance by Cirque. No, I think there was a time he was very, very good and on a world-class level, and just hasn't had that lately, unfortunately.
Yeah. Would love to have it back. More aggression in halls. Elysian Nitro. Good dink from Yekender. Ooh, Elysian with a good trade. Sprayed down. Three players in Banana for EG. Not really pressing the issue at all. Still a dangerous round to go up against. You've got Yekender with the FAMAS and the MAC-10 onto Elysian. Upgraded pistols on on OC and Nath, excuse me. And a good rotation as well from Elige to bolster this defense at the B bomb site. A third player joins up.
They'll go for the boost. Elige, the one that gets up on top of the flower pots. It is going to be over toward B. There'll be some
This has got to be a fake. Neelan's got low HP. He can't commit himself with the bomb, so they're checking out utility and hoping to freeze the defense here and maybe find some information. They see no counter utility whatsoever. Automatic is just starting to probe and investigate towards brackets out of boiler, and OC's not going to have that information.
OC needs to nail this one. Does. Oh, brilliant. He's got to have time to actually get that AK, but he would never know that, so there's no chance he's going to extend to try and grab it. Bomb has come back this direction. We'll see if they can sneak their way into the site with it. OC's repositioned brilliantly to get into the corner. That'll catch them off. The problem is he's going to get wrapped completely. He is all alone. Low HP for Neelan, but he needs to buy space and time. They're going to check if he manages to drop the bomb for a moment. Naf, desperate at range with the P250. Sure, Neelan's only got 5 HP. But the bomb's going to go down as a result of it. Smoke as well. And how do they try and get through this? Smoke? There it goes. Okay.
Yikander's going to go up into halls. He's actually going to go for the long flank, and yeah, that's going to be Hex. This is going to be really tough for EG to hold on to. Look at the HP on Neelan. 5 health. Anything touches him. There's a Mac 10 in play, and there goes the high HP player. There goes Hex. It's all on Neelan. 1v3. No chance. No shot from multiple different angles, and he can't even get the first one. Team Liquid convert round number 3.
Yeah, good wraparound from Elige as well to know that they needed to peek from the same side, and even still it was Naf that found the kill. So you're absolutely right. They get the rounds a little bit earlier than anticipated. Yikandar's also gone on to the AK. The AK-47. OC does a brilliant job of holding his nerd and holding his nerd. He's a nerd. He was holding his own nerd.
Sure.
Holding his nerve and the line because he was pretty efficient to fall back inside of the site. Got 2 kills for it before his teammates could get there on rotation. Not so bad.
Not so bad at all. 2-1. AK still on the board for EG. They've got 4 of them. A Tech 9 on Neelan. Off in the hands of OC. That's out pretty darn early, all things considered. Ekander's going to push. Halfway down middle, looking for the swing. Actually, it seemed like he... Yeah, I think that like they're calling not live. You could see he just kind of froze in the middle. I don't know if that was a crash or just a stutter of the PC, but play on is going to be the call as damage was done. Unfortunate turn of events for Team Liquid, but still recoverable, especially with OC's op.
Some chatter, Jason. Is it all good? Uh-oh.
It's all good, baby.
Not all good. No, it's not. Yikander's left the game.
Yep.
No damage has been... Oh, damage has been done to Hex. This one might be forced to play out. Yeah, they're going to just lose a man.
Well, Nitro's defending over towards this B bomb site at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be tough. They're going to have to recover. Smoke is about to go down. Ooh, smoke in hand. He would have had an opportunity. Actually, Neelan went a little bit early through the smoke. Oh, he's done great damage. He's done great damage, and that might be the avenue back into this despite everything. Although if they don't get a kill soon, if they don't get a kill quick in this 4 and 5, they might just call the save. They might just say, you know what, this round is unfortunate, and we're just going to play again.
And it happens, okay? It sucks. You can throw a hissy fit all you like, but the rule states 30 seconds has passed or damage has been dealt. And in this case, it was just about 30 seconds. I think it was like 28 or 29 when he lagged out and there was damage dealt. So the round sticks, unfortunately, for Liquid. That said, they made the call early to save, so they should be okay in that regard. And I imagine we'll get a technical pause. Yeah. Now the HUD's updated. I saw it on I saw it on your screen, because my Counter-Strike has just gone not responding, which is kind of like me when I'm playing it.
Your Counter-Strike has gone the way of Yikander's. Just give it a nice big freeze. Close the program, Matt.
Close the program. Yep. I did click wait for response.
Can we get an admin up to the caster booth?
Yeah, please. Just one admin. The other one can stay with Yekandar. No, I'll get in there in a second, surely. But yeah, either way, he's back in the server now already, in fact, according to our overlay. And your computer says that's correct. He's even got the correct amount of money. So they're going to be in an okay situation here. Elige has tons. Not a situation they would have saved otherwise. Yes, they give away a round, but they're in a position where they're going to benefit from having 2 gun rounds now, back to back.
We're just getting word as well. The admins are going to look back into it to just see if there's anything they missed, anything that can be done, or admins, referees, I don't know what we want to call them. But
yeah, it's
the situation is under review. Let's go there.
Yeah, because obviously he would have lagged out before he actually dropped from the server. So if they can prove when he lagged out, if there's no, maybe they can medic the round. But the rule, just for the purposes of you guys at home, I'm not the one making the decision. But the rule is, and the reason I say that is there's other circumstances. I'm just saying the rule states damage or 30 seconds. That's usually the precedent set for these. And those rules exist for a reason, because unfortunately there has to be something in place for these situations. You can't just medic an entire round. If, you know, you and I have already done battle and all of a sudden I'm like, my buddy lagged out, geez, this one really sucked for us. Let's just restart.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been to the local lands.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, you want to just kick my PC real quick? Thanks, bro.
So, pretty early on to get this kind of a hiccup, an extended hiccup. But, yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot to really discuss in this game. I think I was kind of giggling to myself a little bit earlier watching the Movistar Riders Furia game on the first map that went 15-0 in the favor of Furia. After we just watched Movistar with such a huge challenge against Liquid last night, I was just like, wow, yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, I was watching that on and off for a moment while I don't even know what I was doing today. It was raining. I didn't do much.
It was raining. It was a terrible day in Malta.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. One of the worst ever, you could say. But no, and I was surprised by that as well, because I thought Movistar last night looked pretty impressive. Martinez had his moment still, though. That was encouraging, but sure. Yeah, you still want to get them to get a little more out of it than that. No doubt about it.
Good win for Furia, though.
I've got my PC fixed, by the way.
Okay, you're back?
I think Furia is in playoffs. No question.
Okay. You're going to call it right now. What are your 3 playoff teams in this?
So the 2 I picked, because we had to do 2 on our prediction sheet, were Cloud9 and Liquid, but I really wanted to go Furia over Liquid, and I think that's your 3. So Cloud9, Liquid, Furia.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
What do you think?
I mean, at risk of being dull and boring, I think Cloud9, Liquid, and Furia.
There you go. See?
Not particularly in that order.
Okay. No, that's fine. I agree. Furia is going to top the group.
Okay. Live and die on that hill.
Yeah, well, I live and die by Art's aggression. So I am going to live and die on that hill.
For sure.
I'll be running up that hill, Jason.
Yep, situation is just being explained to Team Liquid. You can see Daps, the coach, taking point on the conversation, trying to make a stand for Liquid's side of things.
Oh, and rightfully so. Like, I don't blame them for trying. It was very, very... in terms of the time, it was right on the cusp when he actually dropped from the server. So presumably he would have been frozen and lagged out before that, because it takes a minute for the server to go, yeah, screw you, get out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think he definitely, I think the conversation would be, not to dive too deep into the weeds on this one, but I think the conversation would be he certainly like lagged out and froze before the damage was done. Well, but the call for not live came after the damage.
That's exactly the point. Now, and that's what I was trying to suggest. If they could prove that he was frozen,
I wonder how that would work.
Out before the damage.
I'm just really glad that's not my department.
You know what? Me too.
I'm just really glad that's not the path I took.
To be completely honest, I'm surprised they give me the responsibility to even talk to an audience. So
I am too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kids at home, never stop dreaming, because if I can, anyone can.
I like that. Look at that Yekindar curve on his keyboard. That's wild.
Man, I don't know how you do that. Like, how is
with like a big chicken wing sticking out of the side?
Dude, your wrist must be like broke, like carpal. Oh God, no, thank you. To be fair, I think that I take up too much desk space to be a proper LAN player, though.
I could see that.
So the ones downstairs, though, are the same as this size, the practice room ones, right?
I believe so.
So yeah, I'm able. If anything, there might be a bit longer, but
we've come a long way from the old days, Matt. When
I'm able to contain myself, onto that single desk in our practice room, so I might be all right. And my sensitivity's higher than it was when I used to hang out with Henry, who has like a sensitivity that you can't even dodge flashbangs with.
Okay, yeah.
His is like, you gotta swipe the whole desk.
He's like getting an arm workout while he's playing CS.
Oh, it's no wonder he looks so buff lately.
Wonder if you could put like a watch on and track how far you move your hand in the
Dude, you know what my favorite thing is?
What's that?
When I wear my watch and I'm sim racing, the force feedback says I'm doing steps. So it's like, oh yeah, I was super active today. I did 40,000 steps. Yeah, no, I did like 10 from my bed to the sim rig and then back to bed.
It all counts, you know? As long as you get your daily achievement.
Nope.
Pause in waiting, everybody. Just getting word that there's no ETA quite yet, as this is still under review. So you're firmly in the Furia camp. I'm very surprised by that.
If I was to be realistic, I think Cloud9's the top of the group.
Okay.
But I do really enjoy fast, chaotic playstyles, and Furia is very exciting to me for that reason.
That's true, yeah, that's fair.
And that to me is very exciting.
They bust out some crazy stuff, don't they?
Yeah, totally. I remember the first time I watched them, it was like on Mirage, and Art's just like running through smokes. I think 10 seconds into the round, he was already in B doing battle T side.
I remember competing against them. It sucked.
Yeah, imagine. The thing is, he forces you to respect the territory he wants. So he still gets information at the very least. Like, obviously, if he's not getting any kills, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, you chill. But yeah, like, it still has merit for his playstyle if they can base their sort of plays off of it. And
yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's nice to just see something a little bit different, too, you know?
Yeah, sure. I'm really curious to watch. I mean, obviously, we both have Liquid going through the playoffs. I think Liquid's going to do better than Cloud9. I think Liquid's going to come out of this group in the first seed. But it is going to be interesting watching their kind of progression through this group, especially with all the conversation that Yekendar's had the pregame interview yesterday. He just recently gave an interview over to Dust2 US, which is essentially the North American version of HLTV. And he kind of reiterated the same thing. Individual and team play skill got worse.
Yo, mods, can I get an check? Moobot, he thinks that I'm Henry G and that you're Sponge.
Okay.
It's not true.
Ban that man.
Ban him. Ban Moobot. Yeah, I don't know. I just it's for me. Furia, Brazil. We're going to Rio soon. I want to get behind something like that. I want to see.
Okay, you're just going for the storyline.
Yeah, dude, I love. No, seriously, I know I'm kind of being nonchalant about it, but seriously, it would be amazing to see them have a good run there with the crowd that's going to be there, with the Brazilian passion. It would be awesome to see them have a nice deep run in that tournament. So yeah, absolutely, I'm in that camp right now.
Okay, well, hey, we've.
I mean, that said, I'm not going to be easier on them by any means. If we're casting them and they're playing horribly, I'm gonna be the first to say it. But I'm gonna definitely wish them the best of luck.
Sure. We're just getting word now, just to give you guys an update. The round is gonna get replayed, so they have kind of gone through it and said, okay, the PC froze far before the damage was done. We kind of saw it on the screen as well. He just sort of stopped in the mid lane, and even though the call didn't come out quite in time, they give it a do-over. So match medic towards round number 4. We're going to start back up, and we're going to start getting live into things. Evil Geniuses is going to rebuy, just so you guys can have a reference of what went down. Evil Geniuses won the pistol in the second round. Third round was won by Team Liquid with a FAMAS and SMG and a few upgraded pistols. And now we're here in round number 4. We're all back up. Now, does Team Liquid call the same push? Do they want to go for it?
This is the thing, right?
They don't call it, but it would be funny.
No, yeah. The thing is, like, what do you do, right? Like, you get a whole different shot at it. It's going to be a whole different complexion of the round. Well,
you have to think as well. EG is just saying, all right, guys. So Liquid at some point during this game had a plan to a deep Molotov and push Yekender behind it. So let's keep our eyes on that one. Ooh, good win from Hex. Yekender comes through the smoke and gets picked off, gets taken down.
So we have Liquid down a man, and it is Yekender, coincidentally enough, and Hext is the one that took the damage. So really, Jason, we're back to where we were.
Good point. It actually is exactly the way it was, just on the other side of the map. Automatic and Cirque have mid control. Hext with the bomb is all the way back towards T-spawn. He's going to start wrapping around to head up alt mid. Naf in the pit, Elige in the bomb site, and OC back towards CT spawn to watch rap side.
OC looking for a chance at it. He's got it as well. He's going to catch Cirque, and that's going to let Naf strike on the other side. Brilliantly timed from Liquid and coordinated as well to close down a pincer effect at mid. Brehze's backing off, and I think he may even just try and save this AK-47. So despite that early pick and Yekender going down, they do far better off this time. And Bomb, yes, is very much on the ground. Not going to go anywhere.
Ooh, but he's going to peek up towards left side. There's the AWP again. Good job from OC. Triple kill in the round for OC with the AWP. 2 kills for Naf. And we're all tied up at 2. So the replay of the round heads the way of Team Liquid.
This does. OC looking pretty sharp with the AWP so far. Maui going as far on the desk to say that he's been underrated for a while.
OC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably, I'm not going to argue with that statement because I think, Maui's someone who kind of has gotten to watch more of the progression of OC's career from the beginning of it. I know a lot of us, and myself included, kind of got there a little bit late when he started having an impact.
I think actually Henry may have said that in the video with you.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Well,
I was like, where did I hear that? That wasn't Maui.
Thanks, that subverts my entire point. I was trying to throw Maui a bone here.
It's all right, I realized now that I've done this all wrong. Leash hasn't. He's got 2. Automatic's going to catch him in the head. Yeah, Kender is going to make sure that he's dead, but he runs in behind and finds Brehze instead. Cirque onto OC, and that means they can still continue to wrap on the side. A dual rotation. What? I'm surprised Nitro's going to go back. I guess he doesn't want to have to come from the same angle, and he's going to have to be very quick about getting all the way around to CT. If he does want to go that direction, I think he's realized now, yeah, they didn't wrap that way. He thought maybe they went through the arch.
He's playing it safe, and he wants to get over towards Car, because even if he's not going to challenge when 2 players enter from CT spawn, he would have liked to have had the sound cues, but obviously that didn't come to fruition. That's not how the round played out at all. Good double kill at the end of the day for Naf. They almost lined up for him right here, but not afraid of the follow-up fight. And Automatic goes down as well. 3-2. Op is passed back over to OC. And into round number 6 we go. AK-47's back in the hands of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, sorry for leading you astray on that one, Jason. OC gonna get aggressive this time, looking toward the apartments. Did you know that Maui said he's been underrated for a while? Maddox got the first kill. It's Brehze that's going to trade off Naf. So the advantage this time goes to EG. We'll see if they can act with that. OC was not spotted aggressively inside of the apartments, though, so a reverse op from the apartments could be huge. Huge indeed. Oh, he lagged. No, he got him. Okay, at least got the damage in before, so the leg still counts. What he doesn't know is that Hext is behind, and he'll fall victim to it.
Yekender's coming in with a flank again, though. And Nitro is going to be over towards small pit. Right outside of library. A follow-up smoke is going to delay things. Some utility dropped and traded. Nitro trying to create space for himself, trying to use his Molotov to help his teammate activate out of halls. They've got money to try and go for this, to try and make it work. But no utility on Yekinder makes it very difficult. That's the signal for Nitro to just back away. Round lost, and EG's going to tie things back up. During all this action, we did get a message from our boy Maui Snake. And I quote, I did say he was underrated, excuse me. I did say he was underrated for a while, too, especially when he was with the complexity core of guys on Extra Salt and C9.
There you go.
You were right, and then you were wrong, and then you were right again, kind of, as a joke. So you've gone full circle.
Yeah, I usually do go all the way around, Jason, if you know what I mean. Maui, good guy, looking pretty esports these days. And yeah, not bad from EG to take that round, obviously, and oh my goodness.
That looks like a pillow.
Yeah, a certain type of pillow. I'd cuddle it. Cirque with the AWP on the T side versus OC. OC, again, I say it has been sharp. 6 kills, he's tied with Naf. Yekender's gone again. Cirque's gonna be the one to find that, however. 4 now for him. And they desperately need him to have a solid game if they want any chance of taking down Liquid.
Ooh, nice shot from Leash. That's spam. That's spam right through the wall. The one he's known for. He got it again on the Automatic as he jumps up into halls. So an equalizer found for free. Nitro's going to be playing out towards sandbags. Alige does eventually fall to Brehze. That's the end of A-Hall. So this is everything. This flashbang needs to be perfectly timed. Nitro's tucked in. They clear it. They clear it hard. Hext was never going to let that one slip away. So it's all on Naf at the B bomb site. It's all on OC over in mid with this op. He's going to clear deep in mid. He gets another kill. That means Naf has to step up next. 1v3 at this bomb site. He can't get it done, and OC has to tuck tail and run.
Head for the hills. So OC to try and save this is going to give EG back the lead at 4-3. You already mentioned it as well, Jason. You've painted this well to say EG played Cloud9 with decent success on this map. Obviously not a win, but we're very much in it against the team that you and I think would agree on this is the top team in this group. So they should bode well against Team Liquid.
Yeah. For sure. Nice one-round lead for EG being taken. There's still some money on the Team Liquid side of things, and they've got a single round losing bonus at the moment, so they're going to get 1,900 on top of the cash they already have. I think that should allow them to have another buy in the next round. Maybe shuffle some weapons over. OC can obviously drop an M4. Nice opening shot from Cirque right before, or right after the flashbang pops, but he saw the information. He saw the peak. He knew he had the accurate shot. got another Canadian to the server. Are you happy about that one?
Oh, dude, I love it. It's so great to see. You know, now I know who my fifth is going to be when we do the Canada-USA show match, and I kick the living shit out of you.
Okay. Well, you got no chance in that battle. I'll give you the hopes and dreams.
And that was worth the fine that I'll receive. Because it's going to happen, Jason.
We'll donate it to charity.
It's me.
Sure.
Obviously, the star player and in-game leader.
Of course.
Twists.
Yep, you gotta have him. Ooh, that is a pretty deadly
Fang.
2 players.
Fang.
Good third player, yeah, solid.
And Hext.
And Hext.
What do you got?
Let's see. I actually haven't thought about this in quite some time. Let's save this for a save round.
Okay.
We're into the action right now. I'll get back to you. Let me give it some thought.
And you have to.
Yeah, I know.
Think about
It's a
right?
very intimidating Canadian lineup you've got over there.
Not bad, yeah. Especially the in-game leader, if I'm honest.
Ooh, OC, nice. He knew it was coming. Spam from Brehze was off the mark, and Naf now peeking down window towards mid has a decent amount of information. Automatic might just back up right into this. Yekender's got another one, and Automatic does back up and do his own kill onto Naf.
Cirque trying to hold the angle to make sure no one gets aggressive outside of B, but they're holding the bomb in that direction. So really Automatic at this point is going to try and get some information, force Liquid to rotate off. They actually have, well, I was going to say they had a 1-3 split, but it is going to be a rotation back from Yekender over toward B at the right time as well. 34 seconds, they're starting to deploy the utility.
Back to the A-bomb site, a little bit of pressure over towards B, but there's a long time between the fake and when they're actually going to start attacking. I think Team Liquid have to realize it's clear. They're going to start peeking out of the B-bomb site. Delay tactics, it's not going to do enough. It is just going to be these 2 defenders here. OC and Elige. OC's got the first of the off. Time is an enemy as well, and Cirque can't get anything done. Good double kill from Elige. Way to stand tall for Team Liquid, and they tie things back up.
They do tie things back up, yeah, absolutely. Not letting EG get too far ahead on this. Money's going to be a little bit tighter, but they are in a position they could force 5,700 for Cirque. So they could toss out a few Galils and get utility, but okay, they're going to actually hold this off and go for pistols. Got any thought for your 5, Jason?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if we go on the trend of us taking the in-game leadership role for these 2 respective all-star squads.
Sure.
I'd bring in an OC.
Yes, we have to play.
Yeah, we
sure,
do.
So.
We absolutely do. We're kind of the stars of the show, really.
Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to in-game lead. So if there's someone as an in-game leader, you're thinking. But anyway, carry on.
OC as the Alper would be in there. I'd bring in Elige for sure because he's just going to style on you kids. And then I'd actually switch over to the old complexity roster. I'd go and I'd grab Floppy.
Okay.
You can't stop the flop. That's for darn sure. And then I'd probably bring in just Grim, the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
Just pure fragging power.
So let me get this straight. You've got Grim, Floppy,
Elige,
and OC. And you. And I've got
at the top of the totem pole.
Yeah, and I've got myself. Good shot, Yekender. Gonna follow that up. Gets dinked, but he's also done damage onto Hex, who I've also got in my lineup. So Hex, myself, Naf, Twists, Fang. Okay, there's the team. So chat, you decide. 1, if Canada wins that. 2, if Jason wins that with, you know, Murica or whatever.
You guys would stand no chance in that show match.
Oh, dude, I think this has to happen now.
Alice next year. Book it.
All right, let's do it. Let's hope all my players are still active. I don't have that much depth. I just have a lot of skill, all right?
Yeah, don't have a whole lot of options once you get past those 5. OC picks off Brehze, and Nitro's going to shut the last 2 players down. Liquid's in a 1-round lead.
Yeah, pretty solid situation, but there'll be guns immediately drawn back out. Cirque now with 7,600. So we'll, okay, not going to go into the op. He's going to actually force out some utility and get ready for a set piece with his teammates. I thought he might be a little more aggressive, considering he has 4 kills with it. He's already had a few picks.
Nitro and Elige paired up in Banana in this round. Yekender, oh, here's the push. I think they're going back to it. Oh, yeah, same thing. Is EG going to be aware of the possibility? This is exactly the round they tried previously in the lag out, and it's gonna yield results. Yekender's got the first kill. Good damage onto Hex as well. Deep Nade does follow-up damage, and EG is put on the back foot early in round number 10.
And they're waiting for the underpass push because he's already down behind this wall of smoke. It's a very interesting position for the CTs to be. But no one heading this way, which is actually even more interesting because now he's going to know that this is over toward alt middle. And that's why you've got Elige rotating over in the back lines to support his teammates. Yeki's going to get out of this as well.
Yeah, he's got to.
I'm seeing a lot more ones in chat.
One was me, right?
No, one was Canada.
Oh, well, that's weird. Good shot from Brehze. Finds the equalizer. Still low HP on Hexed. And still spread across the map is EG. Trying to recover in this 4-on-5 situation. That was a very effective push from Team Liquid, but I don't think it really got as much damage. I think they would have liked to have had one more kill out of that. Wasn't quite the knockout punch they would have liked it to be. OC gonna go for the peek over the flames. Ooh, that was quick, and he almost saw one. He almost grabbed the shoulder. Brehze wins the initial engagement with Yekender, who's put back behind the pillar. Automatic's gonna trade him off, and there's the op bringing out one kill for him, and Naf still waiting patiently. No one's even thinking about looking right. Brehze goes down, and Naf just gets to chill.
Naf's pretty good at just holding his nerve in those situations, right? Lining up the shot, making sure he's not gonna miss, goes out, finds the other two. A lot of people go for that first headshot, potentially not get it. He makes sure he hits his shot every single time. Jason, I have found one flaw in my team.
You?
2 flaws in my team, although kind of still the same flaw. Okay. I would have to op, I think.
Oh, that might count as 10 flaws. That's like an exponential flaw.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just let Twist do it. Naf can op.
Yeah, Naf can op. Twist couldn't op too. He's always wanted to op. Give him the chance.
5 ops.
He's not. I mean, he's not very good at the rifles. You could take him off that anyways.
Twist? Nah, I agree. He's a deagler. Through and through.
Hero AK picked up on automatic. Let's maybe do a little bit of damage to the economy in a round that they have a low percentage chance of winning.
Yekender's gonna push down, finds automatic, doesn't go. He thought he was in the cubby. Good thing he didn't get peeked, but he did. Oh my goodness, there you go. How's that for Canadian? Speaking of, Naf's also gonna step up. He takes down Brehze. It's Nitro that's gonna get tagged into, rather put tags into Hex next, as he goes on to 16. And they'll slow things down. Cirque still with the only AK. Naf pops out, he's gonna find he and Nealon.
Naf's so good, he might actually be able to make up for even your opping.
Yeah, there you go, see?
Good double kill from Naf. Or true, he's got 3 in the round, but that was a nice double kill spray down. And Hex falls last. Nitro finds him at the base of Banana. Liquid really doing a good job these past 2 rounds. Obviously, this one was mostly pistols and the Soul AK-47, just applying so much pressure towards deep Banana, towards top mid-ramp.
Yeah, mods, can we get a poll? I agree. Someone says we need a poll. I was already thinking that. I want to see the actual results. Maybe I'll put it on my Twitter at halftime.
Yeah. Twitter halftime poll.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll put the lineups. You can see them again.
You're followed mostly by Canadians, I feel, though, so I think that's going to be a little skewed.
Canadians, bots.
A lot of bots.
Yeah, mostly bots. And probably people who just retweet stuff to win, you know? That's it.
You do a lot of giveaways on your Twitter?
No, but, you know, those are the kind of people that interact with me.
Cool. 3-round lead for Team Liquid coming out of the timeout. Money is really strong. I think that's the biggest obstacle EG is going to have, especially at this stage of the half. It's going to be, I don't even know if they have the ability to kind of reset the economy. As long as Liquid doesn't make any crazy decision to throw some guns away if there's ever a round that they have the opportunity to save, I think their money should just be fine for these last 4 rounds of the half.
There's going to get himself elevated up above on top of the Onyx, the awning. Brehze is silently working with automatic in toward the apartments. Bomb still waits at the bottom side of the mid position right now, and you've got a 3-2 split defensively. That's pretty standard, but it's more interesting that all of them are pit side, with the exception of Naf, who sits in the site itself looking above. Yekender gets 1 before he has to fall down. He loses Elige below, but he's got enough information to know they're heading back over toward Banana, and OC's at the ready. He does take damage through the Molotov, but he's found the first kill on Hexed.
OC's been so strong and efficient with this AWP. Every time Liquid have needed a kill, anytime someone is trying to lurk on the other side of the map, OC is able to just find it. Yekender, aggressive. Smoke goes out. He's looking for the flashbang, trying to time it. Ooh, good shot, good dink, or a little bit of damage. Not a dink on a Brehze. Naf is ready and waiting, and We know he's good. We know he's solid. He's going to transfer over. Another double kill at the end of the round for Naf. He's got Liquid up 8-4. I have a potential solution to your Canadian Opera problem.
What's that?
Homeboy Wardell has announced he's coming back to Counter-Strike.
Ooh, get Wardell in there, eh?
He's streaming some Counter-Strike as well.
I don't know who I would remove for him, though.
Yeah, but let's say you have to make that decision.
Okay, so I have to put him in?
And you cannot remove yourself.
I cannot. I'd have to go with Hex.
Okay.
Sorry, he's the newest. He's still making an impression on me. Fang's an absolute beast. I can't remove Naf for Twists.
And he's from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's kind of the prairies, middle of nowhere. No one really likes Saskatchewan anyways.
Really?
No, Saskatchewan's pretty cool.
I don't know anything about it.
They're like a friendly place. They're nice. They got some bridges.
They have bridges. Pinnacle of civilization. Naf is going to get his 1 kill in alt mid. He's been surprisingly aggressive for a Sloth. Finding a decent amount of kills on these pushes, and he's just going to back away. So man advantage found for Team Liquid.
And are waiting with Nitro, gonna get boosted up to see over the half wall and in toward Cubby. No one there yet. Oh, jump too far. Smart Control presses the S key and doesn't go underneath the wall. In fact, catches them trying to run him down, thinking they did more damage than they had, and he gets 2 kills, Yukendar, to make it now a 5 versus 2, and not done there. He's still gonna be in a passive-aggressive open wide angle with Nitro at Banana. What if I want Semphis to op?
You're more than welcome to. This is your team. I would, personally, I would love that as the person on the other side of the server.
I'm sure you would.
9-4, 5-round lead, and Team Liquid is just running away with this one. It's now 6 rounds straight for Team Liquid. And they haven't really had any issues from early on. There was some good resistance, some good fight from EG. A couple rounds, around 6 and 7, came down to just 1 player survive. I mean, 2 bomb round wins for Evil Geniuses with only a single player surviving. Outside of that, since then, Liquid haven't lost more than 2 players in a round. So EG have yet to get into a bomb site and get a plant. They have yet to do any substantial damage in terms of kills overall in the round. And defense, much like yesterday, just entered a lockdown mode that EG cannot handle.
There takes early damage from the nades. He's going to push behind the smoke. Definitely knows there's some people here based on the amount of utility still going over top of him, but Hex hears Yukender and drops him down at the Cubby. He's going to get chased out by Nitro, down to 13 HP, and Nitro, he knows he's locked in, knows he's stuck, and goes for the pre-fire, gets it nearly in the... Ooh, I thought he was going to get the blind flash and chase him down, but elects not to, knew it didn't catch him, and he pays the price for it.
Not only does Nitro do stellar work finding a double kill, but that's so much utility used to try and trade him off. So many flashbangs utilized in Banana to try and neutralize Nitro, and it just, none of them work. None of them catch him in any meaningful way. He's going to drop a defensive smoke and shuffle back to pick up a drop smoke from a teammate to refresh this whenever he wants it. And I think on the second smoke timing is when we'll see Elige start to shift back towards the B bomb site. So I think if EG wanted to hit this bomb site, they're going to have to go through this smoke, and they're going to have to do it pretty much right now at this timing. There's that rotation. And there's the push down middle from Naf.
Swinging around, trying to get back in the site. He's made a bit of noise doing it, though, so they know he's back toward New Box. They do not know that, Naf was on the flank. I had that all wrong entirely. It was Elige and Nitro that were over toward the site. Elige still alive as he swings in behind the smoke, but Nitro's gone. OC has Brehze down, and it's going to be the round over. Bomb to be defused, and we will go to an 11-4 score. Jason, I'm going to make the poll on Twitter. You get the final remarks.
Okay.
10-4.
Yeah, I was very confused when you said 11-4. I was.
See, that's how good the Canadians are. We're 1 round ahead.
I was not prepared for halftime. I was like, wait a second. Nicely done. I mean, this is just Team Liquid at the point of attack, just being so strong. Nitro coming out on top of that double kill. And then Naf just realizing that there's going to be some opportunities for aggression that he's been busting out throughout this half. Naf's got 16 kills, 5 deaths. Yukender and OC at 13 kills apiece. For the EG side of things, it's Hex at 10 kills to lead the way, and Brehze just behind him at 8. OC missed the cross towards alt mid. There's a timer on this, and ooh, he might have had an extra kill there. There goes Hex. Good utility damage, and OC's got one anyways. They do swing into him. Nealon trades off at top Banana. Nitro's still alive in the bomb site. I think Evil Genius is just going to hit this. They're going to pick up the pace right now. I think they realize there's only 1 player. Nitro's going to drop a smoke. He's got a Molotov in defense as well, trying to make sure nobody can swing too wide on his position. Support flashes coming in as well.
Still holding that smoke. He's in that pillar for protection, getting spammed, but not getting hit. That's the main thing. And he knows Nealion's trying to find that angle, jumping even over the bullets. He's playing all kinds kinds of dodgeball. But they're losing men. Now it's Neelian and Automatic that are going to get the kills, and it's down to Naf and Osi. And he's not going to be able to see behind New Box, even though that smoke has a gap. No peek from Automatic. He's just going to watch toward the chapel.
Yeah, no reason for Automatic to peek until contact is made. He's playing off of his teammates at the moment. He can just kind of huddle in. Cirque has construction, that swing towards Coffin covered. Neelan has any play through the CT spawn choke point and Banana covered as well. Very tough retake, no Molotov to flush anyone out of position. It's going to be all individual. OC turning the corner. On top of Coffin, Cirque gets the kill. OC didn't consider it. Naf goes down last, and now, Matthew, it is halftime. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said, 10-5.
Yes,
so
exactly what you said.
Absolutely. All right, look, we'll take a break. We need one. When we come back, we'll see if Liquid can close this one out. First map, EG, switching over to the CT side. We'll see you in a minute.
Hey Future Pros, sometimes in CS you just want to get aggressive and take the fight straight to the enemy. I'll use this mid push from Astralis to demonstrate a reasonably good approach to get up in the faces of your foes on Inferno. It really helps if you're keeping track of the T's economy, as doing this against a fully bought T side will have varying results. This strategy requires 3 Future Pros, 2 HEs and an AWP. Future Pro number 1, you'll be the player who pushes deep into mid. As you make your way to mid, get your HE out and lob it down mid. This makes sure that if anyone does face you, then they will already have taken some damage. Make sure to push along the right side of the wall so you don't get killed by a T holding steps. Tuck yourself into this corner and listen for any noise or calls from your teammates. When Future Pro 3 has made some kind of contact towards T steps, this is your cue to peek out and hopefully get a free kill. After this contact, keep your head on a swivel, as multiple Ts could be about to flood out ult mid or T steps. Future Pro number 2. You will mostly be holding ult mid, but first throw this HE just as Future Pro 1 does. Once you have thrown your HE, it is possible for Ts to be close to you already from ult mid, so be ready for a fight. You can cycle between holding mid and ult mid depending on how the Ts are pushing. Be confident in your aim and quickly process any information you receive. Future Pro number 3, you'll be holding T steps from the top of mid with an AWP. Your role is to relay information to your team and act as support so your fellow Future Pros can't be singled out. And that's it. Going aggressive as a CT is always a risk, but if you and your lads are feeling dominant, this can be a great way to control the flow of a match. It could completely fail as well, and if it does, I don't want to hear anything in the comments. Get some DM in instead and keep improving.
Has been made, so throw USA that shade. Team Liquid 10, Evil Geniuses 5. We've been fact-checked. Jason, you were
Yes,
wrong.
okay, yeah.
Hex is not from Saskatchewan, the city of bridges. He is actually from...
Wait, is it actually called the City of Bridges?
No, they have a lot. Ask Marissa Roberto, okay? She talks about this all the time. Okay? She's from there, and she's very proud of it, and, you know, you got to give her something.
Okay, so apparently Hex is from Winnipeg.
He's from Winterpeg, that's right, which is, you know, almost as bad, but a little bit better.
They recently got a hockey team.
They had a hockey team, lost hockey team, and then they got another hockey team.
They went back.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't go back. They got a different one. They got Atlanta relocated to Winnipeg, whereas the first team is still in Phoenix.
Oh, well, hold the phone about
Automatic
hockey.
and Cirque are in Inferno.
Yeah, banging him out. Good mid push. Although this is dangerous, it's neutralized entirely. Back into a 3-on-3. We see that so often. Those mid pushes, sometimes you have all the initial success, but there's nowhere to go afterwards. Kinder with that utility, trying to catch a timing on Nealon as the smoke plumes. Huge gap in that smoke. It's not ideal. Nealon gonna press forward. Yekender's watching it, and yeah, he gets stopped stone cold. I don't even mind the idea. He saw the opportunity, but good heads-up play.
Now trying to get the shots. Ooh, toward the CT spawn. It's not gonna happen. Kinder, though, does get Hex wrapping in, and it's all on Brehze. And I think Brehze is about to have a problem. He's lost. Oh, okay, hang on. He's got two. Oh, my goodness, and he's isolated it as well. He's got time to try and chase down Nitro, who now has to throw a Molotov out of the bomb, and that should do it. You're absolutely right. No kit. My God. I thought he was going to be lost like a fart in the wind, but this Brehze is more of a gust because he got 2 kills on this situation, and he's going to close with the third, but he's not going to get the round.
Yeah, his only problem is he's too damn good. Nice shooting.
Ah, he is going to go down now, though.
Yep. Admirable effort, but a good job from Team Liquid. That was a 3v5, and I mean, interesting that the mid push wasn't even spotted. No information. Alish pops up out of his hidey hole and just gets his head ripped off with no warning that that's even going to happen. Good attempt from Brehze at the end of the day. Good shooting, Team Liquid. Maybe almost handing one over. They're very fortunate that Nitro played that so well, and even having the Molotov in his pocket to ensure things. 6-round lead, 11-5. Second round bye in the second half for EG. Scout on Cirque, FAMAS on Nealon, and Pistols otherwise to follow those up. Aggression, as we saw yesterday from Yekender. Ooh, can't adjust in time. Wasn't ready for that wide angle, but OC's got a trade. Standing behind the flames, is able to find the equalizing kill. So EG don't get the luxury of a man advantage, but they do get the luxury of an extra rifle. Oh.
They do get that, you're absolutely right, but...
For the moment, both rifles are over towards the B bomb site. Hex is now shifting in towards CT spawn. And Automatic's got to play it smart with this one final smoke that he has. You can see Team Liquid starting to address backup Banana as well, not concerned with the A bomb site in any way. Naf is still over there on alt mid. He can throw a little bit of a fake. I imagine at least a smoke towards left side mid, maybe towards rap side. It's going to be for Library.
He's trying to work his way out around the corner. Automatic. He's going to see feet first. He's gone aggressively at it, though, and that's going to give his position away. Has to sit back and reload that from Austin. Forced to go back inside the smoke. Hex, though, through that is able to get down Nitro. Automatic smoked off now at Coffins. Unfortunately, has no further vision, but we'll see if he can fight his way through. Naf's tagged. He's gonna try and go for that bomb plant. No jumping. We looked away too soon. No, he doesn't go, but he does go for the spam. That's gonna work out. Brehze's got OC again. This pistol is on fire. He's gonna switch to a Galil this time as well. Still no bomb plant. 13 seconds, and they don't have the safety in doing so. They're gonna try and go for the orange 1 plant. Elish has to cover off the wide side. He's got the first. He follows it up with a second, but he lost his teammate. Elish, he might be on for this. He might get it done, and that's incredible from John. I have to give him every ounce of skill and credit he deserves. That was remarkable.
That's so disgusting. I think even more importantly, Naf actually gets that bomb planted maybe a millisecond before he goes down, which gives Elish the opportunity. There's way too many choke points to defend. There's way too many places that Elish has to look here. Double spray down, swinging wide at Coffins. Addresses a perfect headshot. He's running out of ammunition, 3 bullets, and thank God Brehze is low. Now, one little detail as well. Brehze has that flank to peek from Banana. Naf gooshes him with a MAC-10. Naf had like 8 HP. If he doesn't get that goosh, Brehze actually commits to that fight and certainly wins it. A lot of small things had to go right for Team Liquid to set up that miraculous clutch.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
And that goes back to what we talked about and what we kind of mentioned as this game began, is if you want to talk about win conditions for EG, name a player who can do that, who can create that out of nothing. They don't have one. That's the answer.
Not many teams do. So a stack for EG at the A site. EG's just like, yeah, what do you do in that one, right? Stack up A and just hope for the best, but like, man, more than anything, you're just like, okay, whatever, guys, let's just get over this map.
Yeah, they stack and like, all right,
get out of here.
Everybody calm down. They're like, nobody get stressed. We can still do this. Look at the chicken. Look at the chicken.
I'm a chicken, Jason. Dust 2, Mirage, the other two maps in this series that'll potentially, I say for Mirage, be needed.
That's the map Team Liquid picked yesterday. So what a luxury to have as your third and deciding map.
Nice shot, Hex. Just nails Yekin there. Now they know they're in the pit. I think that was obviously in with. Neelan's gonna take down all the guys. Don't throw away all the guns. Hang on.
I say go for it. Ooh.
And round over. Try and protect the weapons that were dropped. They swing out. It's gone. They're gonna lose the AK as well. Neelan with another shot.
Okay, Liquid maybe getting a few steps ahead there. Not being able to coordinate that hunt in any meaningful way. Probably didn't even really need to hunt. Let Neelan have the FAMAS. Team Liquid's gonna have to rebuy a lot of rifles around it. And we're gonna get a timeout from EG. I think if you're EG, this is a, let me be clear. This is a very small nugget to hold on to, but I think if you're EG, maybe the only positive thing you're gonna be grasping right now is saying, okay, they went for the hunt. We took away a couple of AK-47s. We're forcing them to rebuy. Their money's gonna have to have a decent sized dent in it. There's a chance here if we can capitalize on this moment right now that we can at least get the comeback started, and then maybe we can, and then we'll see where that goes. Have a conversation further down the line.
Yeah, well, we've gonna need it now from Evil Geniuses if there's any chance of it. Liquid with just 3 rounds to go to close out this first map. Some pretty delusional people thinking that USA might actually win that show match, Jason.
I don't think they're delusional. I think they're strong, well-respected pillar heads of the community.
Yeah. Arrogance, boisterous. Yeah, I get it. That's typically American.
Ooh, Mac-10's leading the way. Holes pop. Yeah, oh, shuffling weapons. He's done.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cirque couldn't even get in position fast enough. Hex gone. OC found him. Cirque knows he's got to retreat and try and save on this. Shot's coming through the edge of the wall. He's going to try and get that. Can't do it. And he goes down to 53. This runs over as well. It's going to be 14-5 now for Team Liquid.
That's awkward. I wonder what made Brehze quick switch like that in such a critical moment. Might have thought a Molotov was going to come in. Might have been trying to switch to his smoke. Obviously, it went horribly for him. So that little window of opportunity, that little reach for something positive, yields nothing. We'll just put that in the back pocket. Forget about it entirely. Op is going to be saved. That's nice for Cirque. FAMAS on Neelan. He's got some money to drop a weapon over to his teammates. Automatic as well with an M4. They have the full losing bonus, so they'll be able to drop rifles over. Next round's going to be a buy at 5-14. But Team Liquid storming through this map at the moment. So a little bit blind on the initial salvo. Oh yeah, I think he did think that Molotov that was coming in went towards Graveyard. He thought that was coming towards him, so switches over to the smoke and just gets absolutely ruined. What an unfortunate sequence of events that is for him.
That was pretty unfortunate, more so because he didn't have anyone to support him with the smokes in front of Library, so was definitely just left on his own. And destroyed. OC.
Which might even, you could even say on some level, I have to imagine EG would have remembered that there were 2 Mac-10s in play for Team Liquid. So I think in one sense that might be like maybe a missed detail that EG didn't really kind of consider going into that round with their setup at the A bomb site is, you know, if you know an opponent has 2 Mac-10s, it's not like a sure thing. But I mean, the Hulls Pop is a very popular strategy with those kinds of weapons that can be mobile and be fast and jump around and just create chaos.
Yeah, the SMGs have a really solid place in the game, actually. I'm actually quite pleased with where SMGs sit right now, I think, in terms of economy, in terms of utility, like second round, and as you say, just having that movement mechanic to them. Nitro dropping in. Naf is going to get Brehze, though, that was behind, so baited out the shots as he dropped down, but he only does is bait Cirque into contention. Oh, he's missed the second shot, though, and Elige comes down over the top to get that kill while Naf had already found Hex, so bomb can be planted, and I'm thinking, Jason, we might have a map point situation for Team Liquid. Secondaries even on the lurk. Yeah, we certainly do. Yeah, he's going to go try and take the guns away. He might not even have a whole lot to do. Automatic's just going to go challenge. I think on some level they're just like, we kind of have to go for this. Fun little detail here for you, Matt. When I was on Team Liquid, that little play that Nitro makes, the kind of the strafe jump out of halls to the left, and then you kind of wrap around the hay car back to the right to clear underneath the balcony. They called that floppy. They call that the floppy. Okay. What's your point?
That he's on my all-star team.
Yeah, you're just telling me all your strats. I am the in-game leader. I'm going to counter-strat you now.
You can have that one.
Okay, thanks. You're not going to know my strats because I don't even know my strats.
We'll spot you that one.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Not that we needed it.
10-round lead for Team Liquid. Ooh, good shot from Cirque, peeking down middle. Deep nade onto Yekindar. Deep Molotov is going to spread. He puts it out, but look at the HP. And a good chunk of damage. Oh, he still gets a kill. Still with only 8 health. Just rips the head off of Nealon. At a time when Nitro and OC as well, I believe a nade brought them down very low to 48 and 46 HP respectively. We've got a 4-on-4. And I'm not sure how confirmed this damage is onto Yekindar, Nitro, and OC.
Cirque with the AWP just waiting for the opportunity to kill everyone. Good. Needs to get some confidence going. 8 kills for him right now.
It's nice for him not to use that strategy throughout the rest of this game.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an ankle.
That is an ankle. Is that a shoutouts config? That's probably too soon.
It's a little bit too soon.
Dude, I've gone through a number of broken bones in my life, okay?
Molotov
I
out.
do hope he's well.
Yeah, of course we do. We all hope he's well. Oh, nice shot from Cirque. He's got a second in the round so far. Gonna jump away to the other side, and that is a quick headshot. A quick and decisive headshot from OC.
Brehze times it well. He's gonna go up, catches out OC. Bomb goes down on the deck again. Naf.
No, surely not.
Comes out and gets one. Now Brehze is in a problem. He's got to look both ways, but he's found the high HP player first, and even though Yekindar's trying to sneak up, there's no chance. 9 seconds on the clock. He's just going to fade away with his AK-47 and try and hold on to it.
Yep. EG lived to fight another day, fight another round.
Counter-terrorists win.
At least one more. So 15-6.
I thought Yekindar was going to go for that kill right at the end, just to be cheeky, just to be a jerk. Plenty of money for Team Liquid. They're going to buy up again. The Evil Geniuses, they get no reprieve.
So we get back underway then with no AWPs on the CT side for EG. OC has his 17 kills to his name. Good game for him. Yekinder, hang on, needs to extinguish those flames. He's forward of them. It hit him twice, but he's only on 98.
I saw that as well. I was very confused by that.
Yeah, I definitely heard 2 ticks of damage there.
Yeah,
That's
I did
crazy.
too. Curious. Very curious. Naf crosses through the smoke. Nitro, Elysian, OC starting to jump up and gain brackets control. They're up middle. Brehze is still in holes. He's going to have to turn his gaze again. He's the only one basically in this site. Cirque is still blocked off by that smoke. Brehze's going to get the first one. That's a great kill to find because now he only has to look one direction. That's the holes lurk, and Cirque has pushed through the smoke to get involved in the action. This time to give a little bit of support to Brehze. And X gets the final 2 kills, 15-7.
Yeah, looking impenetrable that time. Very solid. More solid than that camera as they had the wrap around. Elysian was trying to look backwards. No one covering off CT. Just too many numbers inside of the site. So 2 in a row, and I think Liquid will be limited this time. So they'll hold for pistols. They can force buy some pistols. That's what they're going to do. Yekinder does actually get an AK, so fair play. He's just going to go all out and try and be a baller in this round. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Be a baller. He's Canadian, right, Kender?
Yeah, we'll count it.
Oh, well, will we? You heard it here first, folks.
Sure. You can have him. Ooh, he knows someone's there. And we saw him yesterday. He's been bloodthirsty since this Group D began yesterday. Nealon tries to get out, comes back for more, probably regrets that decision. Cirque is going to have to swing and commit. Oh, they line up. They line up, which means OC couldn't get a clean shot to start with, but he does clean him off eventually. And now surely this is going to be the end of Inferno. 4-on-2 post-plant situation. They do have kits. They have very little on utility, and they're split.
He's just waiting for Brehze. He's got that one figured out. It's all on Hex, and I think it's time to hit next. We're going to move on. In maps, just 2 coming up, because this is a very unlikely 1 versus 4. We'll see if the young Canadians make anything from this. The man from the hometown of Winnie the Pooh, Jason, but this one's gone to poo because it's 16-7 and Liquid take the win.
Yeah, looking really good. I mean, a wonderful, wonderful lockdown defense in the first half. A little bit of a struggle early on, but they shut it down eventually, and obviously that Elise clutch is just the backbreaker. That's map 1 done. The night shift on the desk is next, and we return for desk 2. We'll see you there.